This conference will now be recorded.
Good morning, students. Last class, we completed the theory in Unit 2. Last class, I completed the Swedish circle method of finite slope stability analysis. So with that, the theory in Unit 2 is completed. In the today's class, I will discuss with you some numerical problems in Unit 2. After the completion of these numerical problems, I will also start the Unit 3 in Foundation Engineering. So, any please give me the response. Is my voice audible to you clearly? Can you hear my voice clearly? Is my voice audible to you? Anyone please give me the response. Okay. Today we came to college, and from the college I am taking this class. Here we have network problem. So in the middle of class, if anybody unable to listen my voice, please give me the response. We have some network problems here. So in the middle of class, if PPTs are not scrolling, or if you are unable to hear the voice clearly, please give me the response so that we will go for other alternative. So coming to this today's class, in the today's class, I am going to discuss with you the numerical problems in Unit 2. So check that first numerical problem in Unit 2. Dear students, please read that numerical problem on the cell phone screens. Please give me the response. Can you see this numerical problems on your cell phone screens? Anyone give me the response. Can you see this numerical problem on the cell phones? Is it visible? Okay. Please read that numerical problem on the cell phone. A long natural soil slope is an over consolidated clay. So in that numerical problem, the beginning, check that beginning of the numerical problem, it is a long natural soil slope, that is infinite soil slope. The soil slope in this problem is a infinite soil slope and it is clayey soil. So here they mentioned this type of the soil as clayey soil. They given cohesion of that clayey soil 100 kilonewton per meter square, and they given angle of internal friction, and also they given the unit weight as saturated unit weight, that is equal to 20 kilonewton per meter cube. These are all the properties. This infinite soil slope is inclined at 10 degrees to the horizontal. With the horizontal, that slope is making an angle of 10 degrees. The water table is at the surface and the seepage is parallel to soil slope. So check this condition. In this problem, the water table is at the surface and the seepage is parallel to soil slope. So in this problem, the soil slope is a clayey soil, cohesive soil. The soil slope is in seepage flow condition. Already in the theory, I discussed with you the stability analysis of infinite soil slope. Already we discussed that in the theory. In that, I explained the stability analysis of infinite cohesionless soil slope and also stability analysis of infinite cohesive soil slope. In the cohesive soil slope, I explained three conditions of cohesive soil: dry condition, submerged condition, and also seepage flow condition. So in this problem, the soil slope is a infinite soil slope. It is cohesive soil slope. It is in the seepage flow condition. That is clear from this problem. So in this problem, the soil slope is a infinite soil slope. It is a natural, long natural soil slope, infinite soil slope. It is cohesive soil, clayey soil, and the soil slope is in seepage flow condition. If the plane slip surface, that is failure surface, if the plane slip surface is developed at a depth of 5 meters below the soil slope, determine the factor of safety. So we are asked to find out the factor of safety of the infinite cohesive soil slope in the seepage flow condition. For that, take the unit weight of water as 10 kilonewton per meter cube. So read the problem. Please everyone read this problem. In foundation engineering, 60% is theory, 40% is numerical problems. In the semester examinations, the numerical problems are also important. Sometimes in the semester examination, you have 50% theory, 50% numerical problems. So please read the numerical problems in foundation engineering also. Not only the theory, also read the numerical problems in foundation engineering. So coming to this first numerical problem in unit 2, in this first problem, the soil slope is a infinite cohesive soil slope. The soil slope is in seepage flow condition, and we are asked to find out the factor of safety of that infinite cohesive soil slope in seepage flow condition. For that, they given the cohesion 10 kilonewton per meter square. They given the angle of friction phi 25 degrees. They given the saturated unit weight 20 kilonewton per meter cube, and they given angle made by soil slope with horizontal 10 meters, and also they given the depth of the failure surface. This is slip surface. The depth of the failure surface from the soil slope is 5 meters. So in this problem, read that problem carefully, understand what is the type of soil slope given in the problem. The soil slope is a infinite cohesive soil slope. The soil slope is infinite cohesive soil slope. The condition of soil slope is seepage flow condition. Find out that factor of safety by taking this gamma W as 10 kilonewton per meter cube. Coming to the solution. Check the steps in this numerical problem. First, they are given angle made by soil slope with horizontal, that is I. So in this problem, that I value is 10 degrees. I is angle made by the soil slope with horizontal 10 degrees. They are given the depth of the failure surface from the soil slope. So the depth of the plane slip surface, that is failure surface, from the soil slope is h, that is equal to 5 meters. In the theory, we consider this h is the vertical distance between the failure surface and the soil slope, that is h. Here that h is equal to 5 meters. Then we know that the condition of soil slope in the problem is seepage flow condition. The condition of soil slope is seepage flow condition. We know that in infinite cohesive soil slope, in seepage flow condition, the equation of factor of safety. This is the equation of factor of safety when the soil slope is infinite cohesive soil slope in the seepage flow condition. We discussed this equation in the theory. I explained this factor of safety derivation in the theory. According to that derivation, for infinite cohesive soil slope in seepage flow condition, the factor of safety Fs is equal to C dash plus gamma dash H cos square I tan phi dash divided by gamma saturation H cos I into sin I. This is the equation of factor of safety of the infinite cohesive soil slope in seepage flow condition. We discussed this equation in the theory. In this equation, they are given in the problem the cohesion C. Cohesion C is equal to 10. In the numerical problem, they are given the cohesion C is equal to 10 kilonewton per meter square. They are given gamma saturation as 20. They are given gamma W as 10. In the problem, gamma saturation as 20, gamma W as 10, then gamma dash. Gamma dash is the submerged unit weight. Gamma dash is equal to this gamma dash. Gamma dash is equal to gamma saturation minus gamma W. Gamma saturation is 20, gamma W is 10. So this gamma dash is equal to 20 minus 10, 10 kilonewton per meter cube. That is this gamma dash value. H is the vertical distance between the failure surface and the soil slope, that is 5 meters. So this H value is 5 meters and this I value 10 degrees. And in the problem they are given this phi dash value. Phi dash is 25 degrees. So substitute those values in the right hand side. C dash cohesion 10 kilonewton per meter square, gamma dash submerged unit weight, gamma dash is equal to gamma saturation minus gamma W. Gamma saturation is 20, gamma W is 10, so gamma dash is 10 and H is 5 meter, I is 10 degrees, phi is 25 degrees divided by, in the denominator, gamma saturation is 20, H value is 5 meter into cos 10 degrees into sin 10 degrees. Simplify this right hand side by substituting all the known values. You will get that factor of safety 1.90. So for this numerical problem, the factor of safety is 1.90. So check this factor of safety. The factor of safety is greater than 1. Since the factor of safety is greater than 1, this infinite Kosu soil slope is a stable soil slope. So check this factor of safety in this problem. The factor of safety is 1.9. Since the factor of safety is more than 1, in this problem the given infinite Kosu soil slope is a stable soil slope. So this is the solution for this numerical problem. So check that numerical problem once again. In the first problem, they given the long natural soil slope. It is a clayey soil. So the slope is infinite Kosu soil slope. So check this problem first. A long natural soil slope is an over consolidated clay. So this sentence indicates the soil slope is a infinite soil slope and the soil is Kosu soil. They are given this C value cohesion, they are given the phi value, they are given the gamma saturation. Then the soil slope is making an angle of 10 degrees with horizontal. This is the angle made by the soil slope with horizontal. Then the soil slope is in seepage flow condition. The water table is at the surface and the seepage is parallel to soil slope. So the soil slope is in seepage flow condition. Then the failure surface, that is this plane slip surface. The failure surface is at a depth of 5 meter below the soil slope surface. So between the soil slope and the failure surface, the vertical depth is 5 meters. Determine the factor of safety of the soil slope. Take this unit weight of water as 10 kilonewton per meter cube. So they are given gamma saturation, they are given this gamma W. So by knowing gamma saturation and gamma W, we can calculate the gamma submerged. We know that in the seepage flow condition, we must consider that gamma dash submerged unit weight of soil. Gamma dash is equal to gamma saturation minus gamma W 20 minus 10. That is equal to 10 kilonewton per meter cube. So we simplify this problem. We calculate the factor of safety of this problem. So check these steps, please. Check the steps. The given soil slope is a cohesive infinite soil slope. In this problem, the given soil slope is a cohesive infinite soil slope. They are given the cohesion of soil 10 kilonewton per meter square. They are given the angle of internal friction of soil phi 25 degrees. They are given the saturated unit weight 20. They are given the unit weight of water 10. So the submerged unit weight of soil. Since the soil is in steady seepage flow condition, the submerged unit weight of soil gamma dash is equal to gamma saturation minus gamma W 20 minus 10, that is 10 kilonewton per meter cube. Then the next step, the angle made by soil slope with horizontal 10 degrees. Then the depth of the failure surface from the soil slope h 5 meters. Since the soil slope is in seepage flow condition, in the problem they mentioned that the soil slope is in seepage flow condition, the factor of safety is given by Fs is equal to, this is the formula. In the seepage flow condition for infinite Kosu soil slope, this is the factor of safety. Fs is equal to C dash plus gamma dash H cos square I tan phi dash by gamma saturation into H cos I into sin I. We discussed this derivation of factor of safety in the theory. Please go through that material. In that you can find out this factor of safety derivation. Substitute the values on the right hand side. You will get the factor of safety 1.9. Since factor of safety is more than 1, the soil slope is stable condition. This is the first numerical problem. Then coming to the second problem. The second numerical problem. So go through this second problem. In the second problem, in the construction of a canal. So the structure is canal, construction of canal, a vertical cut. So that canal sides, the sides of the canal are not the sloping sides. The sides of the canals are vertical sides. So in the construction of canal, a vertical cut is made in a clay deposit. So the canal is excavated in the clay deposit. The excavation is going on for construction of canal in the clayey deposit. The sides of the canal are not the sloping sides. The sides of the canal are the vertical sides, that is vertical cut made in a clay deposit. They given the cohesion of that clay deposit C. They given the angle of internal friction phi 0. They given the unit weight of the clay deposit gamma. Then determine the maximum height of the vertical cut. Find out the maximum height of the side of the canal. Determine the maximum height of vertical cut which can be cut in the clay deposit. What is that maximum height of the side of the canal? So that vertical cut is stable. Find out the maximum height of the vertical cut which can be cut in the clay deposit. Take Taylor stability number Sn as 0.261. So here they given the Taylor stability number 0.261. So in this problem, we are going to apply the Taylor stability analysis. Apply the Taylor stability analysis to solve this problem. What we are going to find out here? We are going to find out here the height of the vertical cut, maximum height of the vertical cut, so that vertical cut is stable. So in this problem, the structure is, the construction is the canal. That canal is having vertical cut. The canal is excavated in the clay deposit. For that, they given the cohesion, angle of friction, and also gamma. Determine the maximum height of that vertical cut. That is the side of the canal. Find out that maximum height of the side of the canal, vertical cut, so that it should be stable. For that, use the Taylor analysis. They given the Taylor stability number Sn as 0.261. So coming to this solution of problem. So we are going to use the Taylor stability analysis to solve this problem. So coming to the solution, for this problem, they are given the cohesion. Cohesion C is equal to 30 kilonewton per meter cube. And for this problem, the angle of internal friction or the angle of shearing resistance of the clay deposit phi is 0. And for that clay deposit, the bulk unit weight is 16 kilonewton per meter cube. And in this problem, they mentioned the Taylor stability number as 0.261. We are asked to find out the maximum vertical height of the side of the canal, so that vertical side should be stable. Since we are asked to find out this maximum vertical height of the side of the canal, we can call this maximum vertical height as the critical height HC. So in the Taylor stability analysis, We call this maximum vertical height of the soil slope. Here that soil slope is vertical. So in the Taylor stability analysis, the maximum height of the soil slope is called critical height HC. So in this problem, HC is the maximum vertical height of the vertical cut for the side of the canal, and we are asked to apply the Taylor stability analysis. We know that in the Taylor stability analysis, the Taylor stability number Sn is equal to C divided by gamma into Hc. This is the Taylor stability number. We discussed this Taylor stability number in the theory. I explained this Taylor stability number in the theory. So apply that Taylor stability analysis. Sn is equal to C by gamma into Hc. This is the equation of Taylor stability number in terms of the maximum height of the soil slope, critical height of the soil slope. Already in the problem, they given this Sn value 0.261. They given this cohesion C 30. They given this gamma 16. Substitute those values in the equation. Find out the maximum height of the vertical cut of the canal HC. So from this equation, HC is equal to C by gamma into Sn. So substitute the values in this equation. C value is 30, gamma value is 16, Sn Taylor stability number 0.261. Simplify, you will get this height of the vertical cut as 7.81 meters. So coming to this second numerical problem, in the second problem, the structure is a canal. That canal is having, normally canals are having sloping sides. The side of the canal is a side slope. But in this problem, they mentioned that the side of the canal, the edges of the canal is not sloping soil, it is a vertical cut. So the sides of the canal are vertical cut. Find out the height of the vertical cut for that canal, so that vertical cut is stable. So in the construction of canal, a vertical cut is made in the clay deposit. So read this problem carefully. The side of the canal is not a sloping side. The side of the canal is a vertical cut. In the construction of a canal, a vertical cut is made in clay deposit. For that, they are given the cohesion C of the clay deposit, the shearing resistance, angle of shearing resistance, phi is equal to 0. Please give me the response. Is my voice audible to you? Are any disturbances? Somebody posted the message, voice not clear. Please give me the response. Dear students, please give me the response. Is my voice audible to you? Please give me the response. Can you hear my voice clearly or any disturbance? Okay. So go through that second problem. In the second problem, the structure is a canal. That canal is having vertical sides, not the sloping sides. That is the condition in the problem. The structure is a canal. The canal is having vertical sides, and that canal is excavated in the clay deposit. So read that problem first sentence. The construction is the construction of a canal with the vertical sides, not the sloping sides. The canal is having vertical sides. Find out that vertical side height. Determine the maximum height of that vertical side, which can be cut in that clay deposit, excavated in that clay deposit. So we are asked to find out the maximum height of the vertical cut excavated in the clay deposit. So we are constructing the canal by making the excavation in a clay deposit. So here the construction is the construction of canal. That canal is excavated on the ground in a clay deposit. In this problem, they given the sides of the canal are not the sloping sides. The sides of the canal are vertical sides. So find out that maximum height of the vertical side of the canal in the clay deposit, so that vertical side is stable. Calculate maximum height by using the Taylor stability analysis. So they are given the Taylor stability number 0.261. So they are given the cohesion of soil, they are given the angle of shearing resistance of soil, they are given the bulk unit weight of soil, and also the Taylor stability number. By using these details, find out the maximum height of the vertical cut for this construction of the canal. So coming to that solution, so here in this problem, first check the given data. The given data is they given the unit cohesion of the clay deposit 30 kilonewton per meter cube. Vertical slope. Vertical slope is not stable. Actually, vertical slope is not stable, but up to certain height only. Not up to large height, please. That's why in the problem we are asked to find out what is the maximum height of that vertical slope, so that it should be stable. Since it is in the clay, the vertical slope in sand is not stable. That is not possible also. You cannot prepare the vertical slope in sandy soil, but in clayey soils up to certain height. Up to certain height, we can prepare the vertical slope in clayey soils, because clay is cohesive soil. It has the property of cohesion. Due to that, up to certain height in clayey soils, we can prepare that vertical slope. Okay, we are asked to find out. What is that maximum height of that vertical slope in clayey soil. That is this problem. Condition of this problem. What is this maximum vertical height of the cut in the clay deposit? In Taylor stability analysis, we call this maximum vertical height as the critical height. In the Taylor stability analysis, the maximum vertical height is also called critical height, indicated as HC. So we are going to find out this value of HC. We discussed this condition in the theory. I explained the Taylor stability analysis of finite soil slope. At that Taylor stability discussion, we discussed these conditions. So coming to this problem, in this problem, the soil is a clayey soil, not sandy soil. In sandy soils, vertical cuts are not possible. But in the clayey soils, you can go for this vertical cuts. So the soil is clayey soil having cohesion 30 kilonewton per meter cube, and the angle of shearing resistance phi is 0 for that clayey deposit, and the unit weight of that soil is 16. The Taylor stability number is 0.261. Actually, this value is not given in the problem. We have to find out this value from the tables or charts. We know angle of shearing resistance phi is equal to 0 degrees. For vertical cut, the angle I is 90 degrees. So in the tabular form, by using this phi 0 degrees and angle I 90 degrees, we have to find out this Taylor stability number. In the examinations, please everyone listen, in the examinations, if this value is not given in the examination, if this value is not given, assume that SN value as per the convenience, like 0.261, 0.364, like that. So in the examination, please everyone listen this carefully. In the examination, if this value SN is not given, because you have to find out this SN value by using this phi value and the slope angle I value from the tabular forms. But sometimes in the examination, the paper setter forgot to give this SN value. If that SN value is not given in the examination, consider some value of SN less than 0.5. So it is your assumption. Just write a sentence, assume that Taylor stability number SN is equal to 0.364. But in this problem, from the table, I collected this SN value because for this phi 0 degrees, angle I 90 degrees, because the slope is vertical slope. In this problem, the slope is vertical slope, I is equal to 90 degrees. For phi is equal to 0 degrees, I is equal to 90 degrees, SN is equal to 0.261. Then we are asked to find out the maximum vertical height of that side of the canal. So HC, take HC is the maximum vertical height of the cut made in the clay deposit for the construction of canal. We also call this HC as the critical height, either the maximum height or critical height. Then in the Taylor stability analysis, we discussed this stability number SN. The Taylor stability number SN is equal to C by Cm. I explained this in the theory. It is also equal to C by gamma into HC, SN value. Use that equation. You know this SN value 0.261. You know this C value 30. You know this gamma value 16. And from this equation, HC, maximum vertical height HC is equal to C by gamma into SN. You know the C value 30, gamma value 16, SN value 0.261. Substitute them, you will get this maximum height 7.81 meters. Please focus on this value. If that vertical cut height is more than this value, the vertical cut is not stable. If the vertical cut, that is the side of the canal, if the vertical cut height is more than 7.18 meters, the vertical cut is not stable. It should be less than this value. So as a civil engineer, we recommend the height as only 7 meters, even not 7.81. So if the height of that vertical cut is 7 meters, then that side of the canal is stable. If the vertical cut height is more than 7.18 meter, like 7.5 meter, definitely that vertical cut subjected to failure. So this is the solution of this problem. Dear students, anybody is having doubts about this solution of second problem, you please post your doubt in the chat box. If you have any doubt, you please post your doubt in the chat box. Roll number 125, is this problem clear to you? Regular 125, is this problem clear to you? Ah, 7.1 constant for this soil, not for all soil space, because this HC depends on efficiency, bulk unit weight gamma, and also phi value. So only for this clay deposit, if C value changes, phi value changes, gamma value changes, HC also changes. Whereas for this numerical problem, HC is constant 7.18, not for all clayey soils. What is the doubt? 101 in the first problem.
Sir,
What is your
why
doubt?
we don't use, sir, why we don't use Fs is equal to gamma dash tan phi dash by gamma
Okay.
saturated tan I
Okay, I understood.
in first
We
problem.
use that equation of Fs gamma dash only when the soil deposit is submerged condition. That equation is applicable. We have three conditions. In the infinite soil slopes, we have three conditions. First condition, soil slope dry. Second condition, soil slope submerged. Third condition, soil slope seepage flow condition. We discussed those three conditions in the theory. In infinite soil slopes. In the cohesive soil, in the cohesionless soil slope, and also in cohesive soil slope. I explained those three conditions. The equation you suggested is for submerged condition, gamma dash H, like that. That equation of factor of safety is applicable when the soil slope is submerged. But in this problem, the soil slope is seepage flow condition.
Sir, in seepage flow condition only, you said you resolve that formula as gamma dash tan phi dash by gamma saturated tan I, sir. In that gamma dash is equal to gamma saturated minus.
That is cohesionless soil. When the soil slope is cohesionless soil, the factor of safety in the seepage flow condition gamma dash tan I divided by gamma saturation tan phi. Gamma dash tan phi divided by gamma saturation tan I. That is in cohesionless soil in seepage flow condition.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
That is cohesionless soil. Please go through that material. In the infinite soil slope, we have cohesionless soil condition, cohesive soil condition. In the cohesionless soil dry condition, Fs is equal to tan phi dash divided by tan I. Submerged condition, Fs is equal to tan phi dash by tan I. Seepage flow condition, Fs is equal to gamma dash tan phi dash by gamma saturation tan I. Whereas in the cohesive soils, Fs in the dry condition, different equation, C plus gamma H sin I tan I, sin I cos I by gamma tan I, like that. So depending on the type of soil, factor of safety changes. The equation you suggested is for oceanless soil. Okay, thank you. It is my duty to clarify the doubts first. Any doubts, students, about the first problem or in the second problem? If anybody is having doubts, please interact with me. These problems are very, very important. Definitely in the semester examination in Unit 2, you will get these numerical problems. Theory as well as numerical problem. AB bits. Bit A theory, bit B numerical problem in both questions. So go through these numerical problems. I will provide the material also. I will give that material of numerical problems and you have to solve some more problems from the textbooks. Any doubts, students, about the first and second problems? Please interact with me. Don't sit ideal in the class. If you don't have doubts, please at least post that comment in the chat box so that I will move on to the next problem. Only few students are responding. Any doubts? I will do one thing. I will give the attendance only for the students who gave the reply. If I follow that, then everybody will be alert. I will give the attendance only for the students who gave the reply to my questions. I don't know whether remaining students are there in the class or doing some other business. What about lateral entries? Nobody responding. Are you there in the class? Are you playing the cricket game? No lateral entry student is responding. Are you there in the class? Lateral entries. What about that roll number 125? Is there no constant height value for clayey soils? No constant height. In clayey soils, that maximum height depending on the portion of soil, the angle of shearing resistance phi, and also the angle of slope I. There is no constant height. So that height of soil slope in clayey soils depending on C value, ocean value, bulk unit weight gamma, and also the angle of shearing resistance phi. These three factors determines the height h of the soil slope in clayey soils. Is that lateral entry 116? Are you there in the class? Lateral entry 116. Give me the response. Lateral entry 116. Are you there in the class? What about Subbu Yadav? Lateral entry 101. Give me the response. Lateral entry 101. Okay, for today's class, I will put the absent. I will check the replies. Those who gave the reply, for them only I will give the attendance. For remaining, I will put the absent. Lateral entry 102. Are you there in the class? (106) lateral entry 106, 107, 110, 115, 116, 118, 119, 120, 116, 119.
150.
Very good.
Sir.
Now they are giving the reply. Go through the concepts, please. Listen the concepts. You are sitting at home. You are just listening the concepts, not in the class. Any doubts? 116. Lateral entry 116. Any doubts? Lateral entry 116. Any doubts? Who is that? Okay, thank you. Who is that LE112 Reddy? Who is that LE112 Reddy? Actually, lateral entry 112 is not ready. But here, every time I am observing LE112 Reddy. Who is that LE112 Reddy? Today, definitely I will give him the absent. I can't understand who is that LE112 Reddy in the class. Definitely he will get the absent. Who is that LE112 Reddy? Is he there in the class? LE112 Reddy. Are you there in the class? So who is the class CR of this third year? Class CR is there in the class? Who is the class CR?
Tarun sir, 114.
Evaru LE112 Reddy. Who is that guy? Who is that student? LE112 Reddy. Actually, that student LE112 is not ready. But in the class, every day, he is entering that with that name, LE112 Reddy. But he is not at all giving the response. I think some other entered with this name, not that actual student. Some other entered with this number into this class. Okay, I am going to the next problem. Please everyone go through that next problem, third one. So check this third problem, please. Check the third problem. A vertical cut is made in a homogeneous soil deposit. So in this problem also, the side is a vertical cut, not the soil slope. So please remember, whenever we made the vertical cut, it is also a soil slope. Vertical cut is also soil slope, but in the vertical cut, the angle of soil slope I is equal to 90 degrees. That is only the difference. The vertical cut is also a soil slope, but in the vertical cut, the angle I is 90 degrees. So the vertical cut is made in homogeneous soil deposit, and for that soil deposit, C unit cohesion 20 kilonewton per meter square, phi 20 degrees, gamma 16.5 kilonewton per meter cube. So the soil is a clayey soil because it has cohesion, angle of shearing resistance, and bulk unit weight. Once you see this cohesion, please everyone listen. Once you this cohesion, you can understand automatically the soil deposit is a clay deposit using Kalman's method. So here we are asked to apply the Kalman's method. Using Kalman's method, determine the safe depth of the cut. So using Kalman's method, determine the safe depth. Safe depth means maximum height. What should be the maximum height of that vertical cut, and also determine the safe depth using the Taylor stability analysis. So solve this problem to find out the maximum height of this vertical cut in the clay deposit by using Kalman's method and also by using Taylor stability analysis. In the Taylor stability analysis, take the factor of safety as 0.217, that is stability number. In the Taylor stability analysis, take the Taylor stability number 0.217 and the factor of safety of cohesion as 2. So take Fs as Fc as 2 and the Taylor stability number as 0.217. Calculate the maximum height of this vertical cut in the homogeneous clay deposit by using Kalman's method and also by using Taylor stability analysis. So in this third problem also, we are going to find out the maximum height of the vertical cut in the clay deposit, but by using two methods, Kalman's method and the Taylor stability analysis, Taylor stability number method. Coming to the solution, third problem. In the third problem, they given the unit cohesion C is equal to 20 kilonewton per meter cube. That is the unit cohesion of the clay deposit. They are given angle of shearing resistance of the clay deposit. Phi is equal to 20 degrees. They are given the bulk unit weight of clay deposit 16.5 kilonewton per meter cube. They are given the Taylor stability number 0.217. Again, this Taylor stability number I consider not given in the problem. By knowing this phi value, thank you, Sir. Thank you. By knowing this phi value 20 degrees and the vertical cut I value 90 degrees, from the tabular forms, I collect this Sn value. So remember, in the examinations, if this Sn value is not given, assume it as per your convenience. Assume this Sn value as per your convenience in the examination as 0.346 or 0.284, like that. You can consider one Sn value to solve the problem if Sn, that is the Taylor stability number, is not given in the examination. So coming to the solution of this third problem, they given the cohesion C 20 kilonewton per meter cube The angle of shearing resistance 20 degrees. The bulk unit weight gamma 16.5 kilonewton per meter cube. Then the Taylor stability number SN. In decimal form only, please. SN should be less than 0.5. Remember that. The Taylor stability number always less than 0.5. If it is not given in the examination, take SN less than 0.5. Thanks to students. Today, most of you are asking the doubts. So you are in the alert condition, at least in the today's class. Thanks to one and all. So take that SN less than 0.5 in the examinations. Like even 0.4, less than 0.4. It is in between 0.4 to 0.2. So that is the condition. If SN is not given in the examination, take the SN value in between 0.4 to 0.2. Taylor stability number. Then the factor of safety of cohesion is 2. Then we know the slope is a vertical cut. Since the slope is a vertical cut, the side slope is a vertical cut with horizontal. That vertical cut makes an angle of 90 degrees. I need this I value because in the problem I am using the Kalman's method also. Now coming to the solution. First, the factor of safety of cohesion FC. Dear students, we know that in soil slopes we have three factor of safeties. Factor of safety of shear strength, factor of safety of cohesion, factor of safety of friction. The factor of safety of cohesion FC is equal to C by Cm. This is the factor of safety of cohesion. Natural cohesion by mobilized cohesion. In this problem, they given this FC 2. They given this C 20. So from this equation, the factor of safety with respect to cohesion FC is equal to C by Cm. So from this equation, Cm mobilized cohesion is equal to C by FC. You know this C value 20, FC value 2. So this Cm value is 10, 20 by 2, 10 kilonewton per meter square. And also we know in soil slopes, the factor of safety of cohesion FC is equal to factor of safety of friction Fi. All the factor of safeties are same. Fs equal to Fc equal to Fi. We discussed that in the theory. In side slopes, Fs equal to Fc equal to Fi. So the second step, factor of safety of cohesion is equal to factor of safety of friction Fi is equal to tan phi by tan phi m. This is the factor of safety of friction, tan phi by tan phi m. Phi, natural angle of friction, phi m, mobilized angle of friction. From this equation, tan phi m, this is tan phi m. From this equation, tan phi m is equal to tan phi divided by Fi. From this equation, tan phi m is equal to tan phi by Fi. In the problem, they given this phi value 20 degrees. So it is tan 20 degrees by 2. So tan phi m comes to 0.182. This is this angle phi m. Phi m comes to 0.182 tan phi m. Since tan phi m is 0.182, the mobilized angle of friction phi m is equal to tan inverse 0.182, 10.131 degrees. So check the first step and second step. Most of you are having the doubts in the theory. Most of you are having the doubt how to calculate the mobilized cohesion, how to calculate the mobilized angle of friction. So this is the procedure. To calculate this Cm, apply the equation. Cm is equal to C by Fc. C is the natural cohesion. Fc is the factor of safety of cohesion. You will get this mobilized cohesion Cm value. This is the solution for that Cm, determination of Cm. Most of you are having doubt in the theory how to find out Cm in side slope, how to find out phi m in side slope. So I selected this problem to clarify your doubts. In the soil slope, we have this mobilized coefficient Cm. This is the procedure. From the soil investigation, you can find out this C value. So Cm is equal to C by Fc. From the soil investigation at borrow area, we can find out this C value by using the field Wayne shear test. You can find out this C value in the field. Then this is the equation to calculate Cm in the side slope. Cm is equal to the mobilized coefficient C by Fc. Similarly, in side slope, we have this phi m. This is the mobilized angle of shearing resistance phi m. This is the procedure. So Fs, Fy, tan phi by tan phi m. From the soil investigation, you can find out this phi value by conducting the Wayne shear test or by conducting the standard penetration test. So this is the procedure to calculate this phi m, mobilized angle of friction. Definitely in the theory, I know you are unable to understand this mobilized coefficient and mobilized angle of friction. So in this problem, understand how to calculate this mobilized coefficient, how to calculate the mobilized angle of friction in soil slopes. Now coming to the Kalman's method. In this problem, we are asked to find out the maximum height of the vertical cut. Already in Kalman's method, 3 times I explained the Kalman's method in the theory. 3 classes I explained the Kalman's method. Important. In that Kalman's method, I discussed this derivation of maximum height of soil slope. We discussed in the Kalman's method, the maximum height of the soil slope is equal to, this is the equation, right hand side, 4Cm into sin I into cos phi m by gamma into 1 minus cos I minus phi m. We discussed this equation in the Kalman's method theory. So go through the material, read that material, follow this derivation of H maximum in the Kalman's method. 3 classes I explained this Kalman's method. Important. So this is the equation. Check the right hand side. We know this Cm value 10. We know this I value 90 degrees because it is vertical cut. We know this phi m value 10.31 degrees. Substitute them. Substitute them in the denominator. You know this gamma value given in the problem, and we know I and phi m. Substitute them. You will get the maximum height of vertical cut in this problem as 2.91 meters. In the second problem, one student asked a question. In the second problem, that maximum height is 7.19 meters. Whereas in this problem, the maximum height is 2.91 meters. Because the soil changes. We have the different soil in the third problem. So the maximum height of vertical cut changes. This height is from Kalman's method. Then apply the Taylor method. According to Taylor stability number, Sn is equal to Cm by gamma into H or C by Fc into Hc, whatever the equation you can use. In this Taylor stability number, you can use Sn is equal to C by Fc into Hc or Sn is equal to Cm by gamma H. Any equation you can use. We have 3 equations of Sn. I discussed that Sn 3 equations in the Taylor stability analysis. The Taylor stability number Sn is equal to Cm by gamma H. It is also equal to C divided by gamma into Fc into Hc. And we have one more equation, Hc divided by H. For this Sn, Taylor stability number, you can use any equation here to find out the maximum height of the vertical cut. According to Taylor method, the maximum height comes to 2.79 meters, almost same. The Kalman vertical height and the Taylor vertical height almost nearer. Both are nearer. So this is the solution for this numerical problem, please go through the steps on the screen. If you have any doubts about these steps, you please discuss with me. Any doubt, students, in these steps, you please discuss with me. Any doubts about these three problems today we discuss? If you have any doubts, please post your doubts in the chat box, or please unmute your mics and discuss with me. Okay. Thank you, students. With this, I am going to stop the today's class. We will continue with this. The unit 2 is completed. I will start the unit 3 in tomorrow class. You please leave from the class. I am going to stop the class. You please leave from the class. Tomorrow or today afternoon, I will post the material. Okay, today afternoon or today evening, I will post the material. Please include me in the foundation engineering group. We created the group foundation engineering. Please include me in the foundation group. Today evening, I will post the material of unit 2, including these numerical problems. So with this, I am going to stop the today's class. Please go to the next class.